Hi, I'm Tom Summers with Edina Realty. Today I'm going to answer the question, what is foreclosure? Foreclosure is a term that is used within the banking and mortgage industry that defines what a bank's process is to get a property back from a homeowner who's no longer making their house payments. The process is pretty simple, but it's lengthy. How it typically starts is if you're a homeowner and you fall behind in your mortgage payments, after 30 days, sometimes 60, a bank will start to either call or send out letters saying, hey, you're behind in your payments, you need to get caught up. They usually give you 30, 60 days to get caught up. Lots of times just a phone call to the bank to explain your situation and working out maybe an extra payment plan can stop this process from moving any further. They do want to have you stay on track and they do want to give you a chance to get caught up. If you don't and you stay behind, typically after the 30th or 60th day of being behind, the bank will then send another form letter saying if you don't get caught up by X date, what we'll end up doing is we're going to foreclose on you at that point or start foreclosure proceedings. At that point, typically what happens is they will send out another letter saying you're not caught up, so we are going to start the foreclosure process. What they do from that point is they'll put an ad in the paper, and they're going to usually, but not always, foreclosure by advertisement because it's the most inexpensive, easiest way to foreclose on a property. So they'll put an ad in the local paper or within the county that the property is located in, stating that the house is in foreclosure and headed for full foreclosure. At that point, they'll typically speak with the sheriff and they will set up a sheriff's sale. They will notify the homeowner of the sheriff's sale either in writing where the sheriff will literally drop the paperwork off, or you'll be served by a company. Sometimes they'll send it registered mail. It essentially will say you have a sheriff's sale that is scheduled for X date. At that point, anytime along this whole time frame, you can, as the homeowner, redeem your property, pay what you owe and keep your house. If the sheriff's sale date comes, typically what happens is that the first mortgage or first lien holder will be usually the one who ends up buying the property at the sheriff's sale. And what they're essentially doing is securing their interest in the property. From that date forward, there's a redemption period. Now here's what's important. Every single state is a little bit different. So in the state of Minnesota, it's a 6-month redemption period from the date of the sheriff's sale, meaning that from that date of the sheriff's sale, the next 6 months, the homeowner still has the opportunity to redeem the property, pay what's owed, get the house back. But at this point, not only are you going to be paying late payments and the interest and all the other things that accrue, the bank will also usually ask you to pay their attorney's fees or any other associated fees with the foreclosure in the first place. During this whole time frame, no matter whether you're into the redemption period or before, if you've fallen behind and you have a hardship, you can short sale the property, but that's a discussion for another day. What I would recommend is that you speak with an attorney, specifically a real estate attorney if you can find one, who will be able to advise you on what your rights are and what your responsibilities are under the law. If you can't pay anything back and the house comes to the end of the redemption period, at the end of that 6-month period or whatever the time frame is for your state, at that point now the house is fully foreclosed on. Once it's been completely foreclosed on and the redemption period is up, there's no going back at that point. Usually the sheriff will then send you notice that you have to be out or you have to vacate the property within 24 to 48 hours, depending again on your state, and you have to be out by that point or they will come to evict you. Once the foreclosure proceedings are completely finished, redemption period is up, then the property goes back to the bank, and then at that point the bank can turn around, list the property and sell it off to a buyer to recoup some of their losses from the foreclosure. Again, the best advice I can give you is before you make any kind of a decision, whether you're going to short sale the property or you're stuck in a foreclosure situation, which a lot of Americans are going through right now, please consult an attorney, preferably a real estate attorney who can give you the best advice as to what your options are. Knowledge is power, so the more that you know, the safer you'll be. Good luck, and I hope everything works out for you. If you have any questions and you're in the Minnesota area, Minneapolis, St. Paul, please feel free to give me a call. My number and email address is below, and I'm happy to answer questions. Thanks so much for watching the video, and have a great day.